Hi, welcome to another Derek Does. Today, we're gonna do these. Hi, welcome to another Derek Does. I'm Derek. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I think you're gonna like a lot of the stuff I do if you're a guy into old clothing, military stuff, things along that nature. You'll see I've got a ton of stuff out there. I'm gonna have a lot more coming up. But one thing I've never done is knives. Now, I'm not a big knife collector. I don't have a big collection, but I have a few that I've picked up over the years, and they all have been ones I've kind of wanted from either seeing them or hearing about, I don't know. Sometimes you're just like drawn to something. And this was one of the knives that I was drawn to. This is early on. I used to be into living off the land, woodcraft, that sort of thing. And I remember I went into a bookstore when I was younger, probably as in my mid-teens, and I asked about if they had any books on like survivalism, you know, living off the land, that sort of thing. And the guy goes, "Yeah, we've got this book," and he handed it to me. But it was a paperback novel called The Survivalist. And in that book, many things actually inspired me reading those. I really liked them. They were fun to read. The main character got me into A2s, which I have. He got me into the Rolex Submariner, which I owned at one time. And he also got me into this particular knife, which is the A.G. Russell Sting. Also referred to as the C.I.A. letter opener, but not this particular one, this one. So I have two, and I picked these up a long time ago. They're kind of expensive to buy now. I think at the time it wasn't that expensive, but for some reason knives have really gone up. Everything I love has some reason gone up. And a lot of things I'm glad I purchased when I did, and other things I wish I purchased when I could have. But I didn't. So this is the A.G. Russell Sting. It's a boot knife. It's just a really small boot knife. A.G. Russell is a knife maker and also a knife producer from Arkansas, and has a lot of cool things. Usually he would design a knife and someone else would make it. This particular one is that. This is a A.G. Russell. This is made in Germany. I don't think it's West Germany, just Germany. And today they remake these, and I think they're in Czechoslovakia maybe. But you can buy these today, but you can't buy the German ones. You have to get the reproduction-ish, if you want to call it that, the modern version. It's the same knife, but this is it. It came in different. This has a kind of a naked handle. You could also get it in a wood handle. I think there was even a metal handle, and then you get a fancier sheath. A not so fancier sheath. This is a boot knife. It's made to be put in your boot or back of your belt, and it's just a handy little knife that you have. Has little thumb grooves. I'll do a close-up of everything, of the features of it, and you can take a look at that, see if it's something that maybe you would like. It's just nice. It's not a big flashy knife. It's not anything that's gonna be like, wow, you know. It's just a nice little knife. But they also made what was called the C.I.A. letter opener. And this was basically the exact same knife, as you can see. Same size, same everything, except this knife was made in kind of like a fiberglass resin material. So it's non-metal, so it's, you know, it's not gonna set off any metal detectors. It's non-noticeable, it's super light. I mean, it's not sharp. It just has an edge on it, so I can rub my fingers on it. But they call it a letter opener. You could use it to open letters, but apparently CIA agents like this because it was hideable, concealable, and non-noticeable. So I'm going to show you both of these. These are both A.G. Russell. I think there's other companies that make copies of this. This is actually A.G. Russell, and it's from Arkansas, so it's the real 1970s. This was, again, from probably the mid to late 1970s up into the 80s. They made these. I'm not sure if I can even date this one because there's no serial number on it that I'm aware of. But if you know, let me know in the comments if you know this particular knife, what year it was made, and also this. I'm assuming these are 80s, but let's do some close-ups and you can kind of see the features and how they look. All right, so here is the knife. This is the A.G. Russell regular boot knife. You can see it's a pretty simple leather sheath it comes with. Has a clip here to put on your boot or your belt. It's just a simple design. This is the actual knife itself. It's black. I've read that it might be a Teflon coating on it. You can see it really hasn't much wear. I've tried not to use this as a daily knife or anything like that, but it has been sharpened over the years. It's all metal. And then here you can see it says A.G. Russell and then the Germany there. It has little grooves here for your thumb and your finger, so that kind of fits like this. So it's a really small knife, easy. Overall, the knife, size-wise, tip is just under 7 inches. The actual blade is right around 3 inches. I'm not sure what it weighs. It doesn't weigh that much because there's no, heavy wood. It's just the metal itself. And that. Then they made the A.G. Russell Sting C.I.A. letter opener version, and as you can see, this one's actually marked with A.G. Russell Springfield, Arkansas. Same knife, but it's just the I guess the fiberglass version of it. It's not really fiberglass. I don't know what actually the plastic resin material is, but it's lighter for sure, but you can see it's almost identical. Obviously it's thicker on the blade because it has to, because if you made it this thick, it would snap. So they have these kind of grooves pieces that come out to give it strength. It's a really sturdy knife, and I've actually used it to open up letters here and there, but it's just kind of a cool, these are just 2 cool knives I have that I've had for a while, and as I said, it was basically I learned about it through the survivalist books, and also discovered other things through that, jackets and watches and different things like that that character used, and I looked them up, and it's cool stuff. But this is, again, the A.G. Russell. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video on the A.G. Russell Sting versions, and let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more of the couple knives I have. I don't have very many, but again, like most of my stuff, I've got some cool stuff, and if your guys are into knives, I can show you those. Normally it's mostly clothing and vintage stuff, but it's just a guy thing. I thought maybe you would enjoy, because I've had a knife in my pocket since I was like 8. Because I grew up on a farm and I always needed a knife to open up hay bales and that sort of thing, and I've never stopped not carrying a knife because it's such a handy tool to have with you to open anything, cut a muffin or any, it's just, having a knife is nice to always have one available. It's just a very handy tool. So if you like this sort of content, again, please subscribe and comment, and let me know if information on these too, if you have any. Appreciate that, and also other people that maybe check this video out can see those comments below and see it. And what I'll do is if I find one of these with a link for the reproduction versions, I'll throw that down in the description also. Obviously, if you want an original, you'll probably have to go to eBay or a knife shop or something along that. You need to go to the internet for that if you want an original, but if you want the new version of it, reproduction, that one you probably can find. And if I do, I'll put it down in the description. So we'll see how that goes. So thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next Derek Does.